Good evening and welcome to Gray Barn's weekly Wednesday night Facebook Live. This is our remains of the sale. I only have 20 items left out of 80. What do we have here? I actually keep a record, 89. And we sold a few extras. We have, you know what, let me just show you first what's here, so you don't have to rewatch the whole video. So I'm going to go through. Did I put that basket back? I did. That was very smart of me. I had a basket here and I put it back. Okay, so first we're going to start with this really cool pewter sifter. You can see it's got the mark down there. It is made in England. It is pewter. It is heavier. And it is $9.60. Crown and Rose Vintage Snifter Pewter Glass. So it does have like the, little dings and stuff that pewter tends to get. That is real pewter. Now we had this brand stoneware last week. This is Moira out of England. And there are a couple little chips on the stoneware. We have one there. And it's kind of hard to see the chips because they're actually the same color as the stoneware. So we have one there, and there was another small one there. And this one, what it has on it in like the cobalt blue, it's almost like a salt glaze finish on this one. It has the measurements and the conversions. And that is from our vendor, Pickin' Wildflowers. And there's the 6.5 inches tall, and that is $11.20, and that is stoneware out of England. Here we have the old Ponderosa from the Ponderosa Ranch when you would go there and visit, which is no longer there. Little souvenir cup, which does have a little bit of condition issues, scratches and such, and that is just $4.90, and that is from our vendor, Belmont Farmhouse. These here are a very cute pair of Shawnee Owl salt and peppers. So 3 holes and 4 holes, and this one does have the cork. The other one, the cork has gone up. He even has his little wings painted in the back. And these are $9.60 for the Shawnee. You can see it's still in there. So that is where that is. And we have this really nice piece of yellowware, the vintage corn mold. This does have a few condition issues. We have very chippy edges, as you can see. And then there is a tight hairline that does not seem to really go through to the other side. So you see that there. It doesn't really go through. And that is from Burning Sensation Antiques, and that is $14.40 for the yellowware corn mold that actually stands nicely. We have a newer, this we saw was Rust brand, and this is an easel sunflower frame, and that is $5, and that is from our vendor Lazy Q Ranch. This is a decoupaged and painted tray. It's a newer tray, and then it's made to look vintage. You can see that, and that is from our vendor On Second Thought, who made it. It will need to be sealed if you wish to use it for foods, any liquids. It is $12, so I do recommend a Mod Podge or whatever other sealant you tend to use on items like that. Oops, that is not happy with sitting there. Okay, we have this cute little dog picture frame, $2.40. So I'm guessing the 2x2 is this portion here, and then you have 3 smaller medallions. Is pewter in color. It's just a regular little metal, and again we have that little easel back, and that is a newer piece, and that is from our Jazzy Junk vendor. We have this giant spool of lace, of ribbony kind of thing here. I do not have the exact measurements of how much is on here. You can see it is a plastic spool, and there's the company. You can see it's got quite a bit of this on there. It is $14.40, and this is what it looks like. It's kind of like a macrame looking ribbon almost to it. We have a couple of tea cozies. These are hand sewn, and we had put them over, we had a tea kettle, and it fit over that nicely. These are $6.40. There's 2 patterns. We have paisley, and then we have roses. That does have paisley in it as well, but we're going with roses on that one and calling this one paisley. So if you want to buy them, I can keep that description so I know what you're referring to. This is a little international silver. You can see it's silver plated, and it does have some tarnish to it, a couple little dings on it. Children's cup. They would use the handle from one of their flatware patterns, and that is $6.40. From our vendor On Second Thought, we have this nice Gemco stainless steel restaurant creamer, and that is $4.80. I'm not sure how usable it is. If you're able to just hit that with a Brillo pad, if that will make that usable, or they're just really cool if you have more of an MCM modern kitchen. That would look really good, and they're even like 1930s, but this would look cute just in your kitchen. We have two of these. These are 1970s apothecary jars. So they are the milk, like the frosted white glass inside, and then that comes through on the outside, and it has these pretty floral transfers, clear base with the gold trim, and then the clear and partially frosted lid. Those are from our vendor, new to you. She has two of these available, and they are $9.60. So for your cotton balls or what have you in your bathroom, or just a couple pretty little trinket jars to put out. We have only one left of it. We have different brands of tobaccos up, and they were all the same shape and size. This is the only one left out of it. This is the tuxedo tobacco. You can see when you turn it, it's much more easy to see. It has this pretty green metallic finish to it. This is from Burning Sensations as well, and that is just $8. And you can see it does have some condition issues. It was probably in and out of somebody's pocket, and you can see the old tobacco label on there, and that is $8. We have another cute little jar. This one's just a clear glass, and it has the red and the black on it. And that is from our vendor, Belmont Farmhouse, and she's a 30% vendor, so that becomes $7. We have from the same vendor who has these. This is from New to You. This is actual cloisonne. It's a nice enamel cloisonne mini vase, and she has recently reduced it to $9 and then 20% off, so $7.20 for that. And you can see the pretty blue enamel on the bottom and on the inside. That is done on, not all the way down. I see some white, so you can see this is the raised cloisonne. That is actual cloisonne. It's not just painted on there to look like it. The vendor has this marked as Lenox. I'm not sure because I could not find anything online, and there's no label on the bottom or their signature mark. There's a tiny little flea bite that I saw earlier. Yeah, so very small right here. It's actually not a flea bite. It's just a bump out in the glass. So, and this is $21, and it's got this pretty, you see that beautiful purple sheen to it. I do want to get the measurement on that again. I think it was 12 inches, but I am not 100% sure. So, pardon while some of my vendors actually put the measurements on things, so not quite, more like 11 inches tall. They'll actually put the measurements on the tag, so I don't have to go trying to get a tape measure to work for me. And that is very heavy. It's got some serious weight to it. And our last item left over from the evening is a piece of Lenox. This is the Made in China Lenox. This is the October Angel, Guardian Angel. She has like a little opal up there in her bouquet of flowers. She has a matte finish on her hair and her hands, and then the rest of her is a glossy finish. Her wings have not been repaired in any way, so she is in good shape. We don't have the box for her. And that is $4.80 from our vendor, Betty's Treasures. And there you go, my own Guardian Angel for October. So I'm going to show you one more thing that we still have available. We have a vendor that brought in a bunch of these boxes, which are great for crafting. They are cigar boxes, and they're just $3 each. She does have the measurements there. And these are labels on here. So if you can get these labels off and then clean up the adhesive on them, they're fun little craft projects. So we do have more of those boxes available as well. But everything else that you see in here has sold tonight. So I want to thank you for joining us for our remains of the sale, and I will see you soon. Good night.